Oh no, it's Robert Jenrick, Tory MP and Minister for Immigration. We're going to see him being interviewed by Victoria Derbyshire on Newsnight in a moment. But first, let's get a measure of the man. Here he is defending Dominic Cummings' ridiculous excuse when he drove off to Barnard Castle during lockdown.
The Prime Minister, and I agree with him, believe that he's acted reasonably and within the law. He obeyed the guidelines. I appreciate that many people across the country, including many of my colleagues in Parliament, believe that he made the wrong decisions, but he did behave within the guidelines. And so I believe, and I think the Prime Minister does as well, that we should now move forwards.
Okay, well, a lot of people were fairly questioning about your own behaviour. That also got the thumbs up from the Prime Minister.
Yes, it transpired that Robert Jenrick visited his parents during lockdown. So now we've got the calibre of this Tory. Let's get to that Newsnight interview. I want you to be aware of his manner in this interview, particularly the way he continues to talk over Victoria Derbyshire. And I'm playing you this bit from the middle of the interview now.
Let me ask a question, because I feel like you may be talking out the time.
So that you're aware, possibly, of what he's up to.
The backlog has happened on your watch. You've been in power for 13 years. It's costing $8 million a day, taxpayers' money. You're responsible.
Well, since I became Immigration Minister, we've made great progress.
Your party has been in power.
You asked for my own record on this.
No, I didn't. I said... I asked about the Conservatives' record since 2010. The backlog was less than 20,000 in 2010.
No, that's not...
That is true. It was less than 20,000 in 2010 and is now around 170,000. In the final years
of the last Labour government, there were over 400,000 what were then known as asylum records in the terminology they had at the time, and the system was out of control.
The backlog has risen significantly over the last 13 years.
Cases
Let's see if Victoria can get a question in.
That need to be processed, and I'm not here to defend that. What I am here to say is what we've done in the last 9 months. We made immense progress transforming the system.
Blah, blah, blah. Albania.
Like Albania,
yeah.
Where people should be swiftly removed.
Mr Jenrick, if I can just ask this question. Mr Jenrick.
The number of cases now being processed is over 3,000.
Why are you pretending that previous Conservative governments are nothing to do with you?
No, I'm not. I'm telling you what my own record is and that of Rishi Sunak. We came in to sort out this problem, and we're making good progress. I think that's important to note.
Not according to the Home Affairs Select Committee this summer.
Hang on, why is he getting twitchy?
Making good progress.
Closer.
And that's important to note.
Not according to the Home Affairs Select Committee this summer, who said the rise in the number of applications is down to the slow processing of applications. It's having a bigger impact on the backlog than the increase in applications themselves.
Come on, Jenrick, answer that.
Well, I don't agree with the second half of that point. I do think there's a lot of important work to be done to make the system more productive, and that is what we have now done. And so at the beginning of the summer, we were processing 1,000 claims a week. We're now doing 3,000 and rising. So
if we're going to trade figures,
there's huge work going on.
Let me trade them with you.
The fundamental question here is...
Shut up, Jenrick!
No, the fundamental question is...
If you process claims quickly, you'll stop people coming across on small boats. I don't think that's right.
Based on what?
Come on, Jenrick, answer that.
Because I don't think that just having a system where you wave people into this country is an efficient way to manage your borders.
Sorry, so you just don't think that, or you've got some evidence that that is the case?
I do not believe... You're arguing, I think, that the sole...
I'm asking you for the evidence.
Well, I think your argument is, and this is the Labour Party's position as well...
I'm asking you for the evidence.
The sole way to protect our borders is to have an incredibly efficient system that waves people in, processes their claims quickly, and enables them to get on with their life in the UK.
She's not making that argument at all. She just wants some facts.
Have people lounging around in hotels on benefits costing taxpayers £8 million a day.
Well, I don't think we should have people in hotels, and I expect us to be closing hotels very soon. But I do not believe that if you allowed people to come into the UK and work immediately, which is the Labour Party's position, bearing in mind that the majority of these people are economic migrants,
I'm asking you
that
about
will
your
make the
plans.
problem any better. I think it'll make it significantly worse because you'll create even more pull factors to the UK.
This is exhausting, especially watching Robert's blinky eyes.
You've got to remember that the vast majority, we've had everyone who comes across on small boats, have passed through multiple safe countries. They could have settled in France with a well-functioning asylum system.
So the big question is, why? Why are they heading here? Is it really that much better than anywhere else? And if we are such an accessible, easy country to get into, then why hasn't this issue been dealt with during the last 13 years of Tory rule? Right, we're back to this bit.
No, let me ask
Massively
a
increasing
question
the
now,
fines
please,
on
'cause
people who are working
Let me ask a
illegally
question
here.
because I feel like you may be talking out the time.
Well, we're going to have some more Jenrick tomorrow. Click here for an update on levelling up.